Rockstar Games is a very popular game company. They are known for their awesome selections of games, but their most popular is GTA 5 slash GT Online. To this day, GT Online is always in top 3 and top 5 sales out there. But this success brought a huge downfall to another game of theirs, Red Dead Online. What are the problems with GT Online? Well, number one, it's introducing new players. And once you load into GT Online with no idea on what to do next, make sure you check out these guides on my channel. They're gonna help you a lot. But anyways, and the other thing that a lot of new players of GT Online do suffer from is competitiveness. Basically, if they're doing a mission in public lobby or they're doing a sale, they're gonna get griefed. Like that's a guarantee. 90% of the time they're gonna get griefed by a griefer and a Rockstar Mark II player or tryhards. And this basically because new players do not really have any other ways to defend themselves because they're still new. They do not have money. They do not have any equipment. They are not going to be able to win those combats. And in my opinion, Rockstar should adjust those combats between players. At least balance things out, but I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen. And number two, we have loading screens. And in my opinion, I think nobody likes loading screens. People especially do not like loading screens because they get stuck and then they boot the player back to single player. If this happens consistently, it will piss off players and has been a very major issue for GT Online. Every time, like, I'm not sure if this happens to you guys, but every time you try to enter GT Online, it either takes a very long time or you just never enter and you're stuck in the loading screen. And yeah, I mean, that's an issue. It's definitely an issue with the Rockstar servers, but it's still an issue that they have to address because it's ruining players' fun and it's making them feel very bored. And at number three, we have inflation. Holy shit, where do we start with this? Now, GT Online, when it first came out, the most expensive thing was the adder for $1 million. I never played GT Online when it came out because I was like, what, maybe 9 or something. And when it came out, the most expensive thing I think it was the adder for $1 million. That was the Bugatti Chiron or whatever it's called. Everybody was saving all that money to fucking buy the adder, but nowadays everything is expensive. Not sure what's the most expensive thing in the game. Everything is extremely expensive. Like, let's take the Rockstar Mark II. Definitely one of the most hated vehicles in GT Online. Every single player, it doesn't matter if you are a beginner, tryhard, a griefer. Well, I mean, tryhards and griefers loves this. They love this vehicle, but mostly the innocent type players, they do not like this vehicle because they get griefed all the time with it. And the reason on why Rockstar is basically increasing inflation in the game is for people to buy shark cards. And this is the other thing that we're gonna talk about. And number two, as you guessed it, is shark cards. Why is shark cards here? Well, I'll tell you. Shark cards is basically the main money maker of GT Online. Even in 2022. Even though Rockstar Games makes a lot of money from people buying GTA itself, it makes like 10 times more by people buying Shark. Well, basically some players with GT Online was less play to win, basically seeing this as a game problem of too much time investment for a little amount of reward. Of course, players will just stop grinding and cheat to earn money, but both methods have their own set of problems associated with, well, basically casual players like you and me who have a life outside GT Online won't be able to compete with those who spend hours upon it playing it, grinding to buy something. While this is fair, as players who dedicate more time should be better than those who don't, but plenty of players still despise shark cards in this era. They are unlikely to be removed from the game, but some of them are passive money maker businesses for Rockstar. And for the most casual players, they could not help reignite some interest for a seizable section of GT Online players. What I'm trying to say is shark cards will never be removed from GT Online. This game has been out for like what, 11 years now or something like that. Shark cards are basically their main money making method. And before we move into number one, I just wanted to address this as an honorable mention: cheaters. And now most of the cheaters are in GTA Online. They play on PC. In my defense, I never experienced a cheater on PS4 or Xbox or anything like that. They're mostly on PC. And what they'll do is they're gonna spawn money for the player, and worst of all cheaters often get away with all their actions. Basically, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I think it was like 3-4 months ago when GTA Online PC basically got raided. If you logged into the game, you were bound to get your account hacked or maybe even your PC corrupted. And Rockstar did not mention anything about that for a very long time, even though GTA Online has a lot of issues and there are still more issues that I did not address. The success of the game completely destroyed Red Dead Online. Well, basically Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in, I think it was 2018. It was a very nice game. We're not gonna talk about the story because that story is just awesome. I have nothing to say about it. It was perfect. And Red Dead Online is basically dead. There's nobody who plays this game anymore, and here are the reasons why. The economy is horrible. Basically, a lot of players are upset about the massive grind it takes to earn money in the game. And number two, we have Red Dead Online feels very empty and boring compared to the campaign. And number three, we have why Rockstar is not basically releasing story mode DLCs like for both games right now. If Rockstar literally focused all the resources on Red Dead 2 and GTA 5 story mode DLC, everybody would be happy. I'm not sure why they're not doing that. It's probably because it's not going to sell as much as if they just released the DLC in their online games and then just promoted shark cards and gold bars. And the last thing that I want to talk about is the DLCs. Basically, we have been asking Rockstar for property DLC or heists since the game literally came out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, really helps the channel out. I love you. And also, if you are a new player, as we discussed about earlier, make sure you check out this playlist. It's going to be about the business's guide, so make sure you click in 1, 2, 3.